Hello, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, please consider subscribing down below. I do tons of different content, unboxings, witchy hauls, thrift hauls, crystal hauls. I do a candle review series. I also talk about things that are on my mind, and I also do some seasonal content. So a lot of summer stuff to have to do with camping and hiking, and of course Halloween time. I do a lot of stuff then as well. If any of that sounds interesting to you at all, please consider subscribing down below. And if you are already a subscriber to my channel, hello and welcome back. Thank you for watching another video. Today we have a Witch's Roots unboxing, and this is the one for April. If you're unfamiliar with the Witch's Roots, it is a pagan-based subscription box that is monthly, and there's a couple different tiers. The Witch's Roots is the smallest tier, and this one is based around an herb. The other ones that they have are the Witch's Moon and the Witch's Bounty, and this is the smallest one, and I believe their price just went up to $30 a month if I'm not mistaken. They did go up when all of the postal prices went up with USPS, and I can't blame them. Honestly, it's still a really good deal for what you get every month. I will show you everything in this one, but first let me tell you what this month's theme is. If you are ever interested, they do release what the name of the theme is on their Instagram every month. I do try to stay off of their Instagram and Tamed Wild Instagram as much as possible because I don't want any spoilers. They're not as bad with spoilers as Tamed Wild is, thankfully, but sometimes you can still see a spoiler or two on there, so I try to be safe. So this month's theme is the Faerie Passage, so I'm very curious to see what that entails, and let's jump right into it. So right on top we have the information pamphlet that tells you everything that is in the box. I always look at this last. They have recently started putting a tarot or oracle card in here. They used to only do this with the bigger boxes, but I am really thankful they started doing this with the small one. I think it's a really cool addition, and I wish they had done this the whole time. So let's see what this month's card is. It is Determination, and it says determination is a passion for pursuit, leading you on a path of personal achievement. I definitely need some determination right now in life, so this is a very welcome card. Then next up we have some Book of Shadows artwork, and it is a little poem by the looks of it, or it could be a spell or incantation, but it says, "Mist clad in the light of the moon, star spun seekers, I search for thee. Fairy light I ask upon thy boon of branch and thorn and elder tree. Wood-woven creatures, shadow weavers, river keepers come to me. Just beyond reaching, never in keeping, spirits of fairy, I call unto thee. Wind-hewn wildness, dark and brightness, spiral enchantments, born of the sky, cradle me with the elven hands, abide with me, thy human child." This artwork is very beautiful. There's a lot of cool details on here. I always love the artwork that come in these boxes. It is one of the main reasons that I really love this one in particular. We have an owl and a cat and tons of different flowers and cattails. There's a couple fae on there, and there's some trees, some leaves, some butterflies, lots of cool things, mushrooms and whatnot. I love these so much. Cannot speak highly enough about their artwork. So the herb of the month, we also get an herbal grimoire artwork for that one, and it is rose hips. I have tons of rose hips, but I could always take some more. So there is a bunch of information on that as well. Now to get into the nitty-gritty of the box. There are a couple items you get every month, just different types of that particular item, and one of those is a candle. It is always a hand-rolled beeswax candle, and I realize I did not say this in the past couple videos, and I don't know why, because I always try to make it a point to say a couple of things so you guys know about them. Their hand-rolled beeswax candles are nice because you can actually unroll them if you want and add stuff to it. But lately, they have been putting herbs with it. Maybe that's why I haven't mentioned it. Like this one, it smells a lot like, it's got a lemony scent to it. I don't know if it's lemon balm or lemongrass. I only see lavender on the actual candle, but it's definitely got a lemony smell to it, which is interesting. I hope that doesn't mean the oil leak. I think I've only ever had the oil leak once or twice in this box, but it is possible. And this one is like a raspberry pink color, which is coming up a little purple on camera because the clouds are out, so it's not very bright, but there is that. Then next up we do have the oil, so we will get that out of the way. I really like their oils. Sometimes they are on the strong side, which, as I have said before, I'm really sensitive to smell, so sometimes I haven't been too happy with how strong they are, but in general I like them. So this one is called Twinkle Offering, and this has that same smell on it, so I don't know if it could just be the incense sticks that are also in the box, or this may have kind of leaked off an odor, but it doesn't feel oily, so I don't think it leaked. Let's shake this up, give it a smell. Ooh, that is not what I was expecting at all. Whatever I'm smelling is not from the oil. Oh, I know that smell, but I cannot tell you what it is. This is definitely more on the, I would say, earthier side of things, and maybe like a light floral, but it's not anything perfumey to me. This doesn't smell perfumey. It smells more earthy, more like, I'm really bad at describing things. I know how they are in my head, but I can't figure out how to get the words out. I wish I could. I almost feel like I smell amber resin, but I'm not entirely sure. There's definitely lavender in this though. That I can tell you for sure. I can smell the lavender. I can't really tell what else is in here, but we will read about it at the end. I really like it though. Past couple oils I've really enjoyed. Next up, we have the actual rose hips, which what I like about the labels on the bags is that they are very easy to peel off and put on jars if you would prefer to store your herbs in jars or containers instead of plastic bags. I don't like keeping them in plastic bags, so that's usually what I do is I put them in containers, and these labels come off very cleanly, very easily to transfer onto jars. And we will do this month's incense because I really want to see where this smell is coming from. And these are called a Spring Awakening. These very much smell like the Renaissance Festival smells when you go past the incense shop. Like a mix of all the incenses that somehow isn't overpowering. I know that makes no sense, but I do smell some sort of lemon in this. So I definitely think there's lemongrass on these and maybe hyacinth. Definitely very floral. I wish they would list the scents on the incense, but they usually do not. So it's just kind of a guess. You never know if you're right or wrong. We only have 2 items in the box. The big item I cannot see yet because it's buried in crinkle paper, which I'm trying to save that for last, but we do have this month's stone. And it is, I actually am stumped for the first time in a long time. I'm usually pretty good with guessing stones. It is a milky gray color with like pinkish purple speckles in there every once in a while. Like, I don't know how well you guys are going to be able to see that, but that's pink right there. I'm not entirely sure what this is, so I can't wait to read up and see what it is. And the last, oh my goodness. Okay, so the last item in the box I'm really excited about. We've gotten these decks of cards from them a couple times now. Yeah, the Starseed deck, and I can't remember, the Doors of Fate, I think it's called. But anyways, we've gotten a couple of these types of decks off of them before, and I am really excited about this one. This one is called Forest Fae, and it is Curious Messages of Enchantment by Nadia Turner. And what they are is they're little cards with little sayings on it and different pictures and stuff, and they're kind of like an oracle deck, I would say. You get this open. I love the artwork on the outside. Very pretty. It says, enter the forest, seek wonder and enchantment, and hear the curious message of the Forest Fae. This set of 40 magical cards invites you to delight in your imagination and spark joy and inspiration. Go beyond the boundary between this world and that to escape your way into the forest and magic. Let's see what they look like. Oh, there's little mushrooms and a moon on them. Very cute. I wonder if they all look that way. Okay, yeah, so the backside of them all look the same. They all have the same design. The mushrooms and the leaves and berries and a moon. So we don't know what the other ones look like. Before I go through and look at a couple of them, I'm going to pick one at random and read it. I'm going to go with that one. It says, Spiny Sister, take pride in yourself. And it is what looks like a little porcupine fairy. She's next to a mushroom in a very olive green dress. Very cute. So it looks like some of the other ones. We have the Soothsayer, to the Greenwood, the Old One, the Green Maid, the Mandragora Mother, it's a mouthful, the Wild God, Forest Walker, we'll do one more, and the Silent One. I'm not going to read all of these to you because we'd be here for a while, but they are all very pretty. I do like this type of artwork. It's very folktale-esque to me. I love this deck. I can't wait to use these. I really love these. These are really cool. I love these little decks. They're tiny. They're very easy to travel with. They're portable, and they're always just, they're fun. I love these, and I'm so glad to have yet another one of these kinds of decks. I think I have 4 of these now, so I'm quite happy about this item. I'm quite happy with pretty pretty much everything in this box today. I think I've liked all of the items. There's nothing I don't like. I like the incense that's in here. I really like the oil. I always like the artwork. I love the deck, but let's get some more information about this before I sit here and, you know, drool over anything anymore. All right. The Faerie Passage. As Ostara passes, spring begins to bring fresh and vibrantly new energies into our surroundings. If that's not the truth, this is the best time to clean your house and do spring cleaning simply because you want to clean out all that old energy and prepare for the new energy. And that's what I think all of us need right now. There's a lot going on in the world. I think we all need to cleanse our spaces. Anyways, so the first item they have listed, of course, are the rose hips, which is this bag right here. They always give you a decent amount of whatever herb there is for the month. Then we have the rose hips herbal grimoire artwork, which of course is this beautiful piece. Then we have the Forest Fae enchantment deck. Love these. I definitely am very happy with this deck. Then we have the YB Yeats Book of Shadow artwork page, and it is a poem. So there is that. I read that at the beginning for you guys. It feels like I was reading a spell, but it's just a poem. You probably could incorporate that into a spell if you so wished. Then we have the Twinkle Offering Magical Anointing Oil. Let's see what it says is in here. There is ylang ylang jasmine oils, and then there's lavender and dandelion leaf herbs and a Lumerian quartz. I knew I smelt something familiar, and it makes sense it was the jasmine. So yeah, ylang ylang and jasmine oils, and then lavender and dandelion leaf herbs. I really like this one. It's definitely a very earthy smell. It's definitely something I would lean towards more than like the really perfumey smelling. So I really like this oil. Then we have, okay, so this stone is called a Plum Blossom Tumbled Tourmaline. I would have not have guessed that in a million years. As one of the most perfect stones for calming anxiety and fear, Plum Blossom Tourmaline truly carries with it energies of peaceful vibrations and relaxation. This beautiful stone is also said to be the bridge to the spiritual beyond. As you carry the stone with you throughout the day, rely on its energies to bolster your self-confidence and bring new inspiration. I really, really like this stone. It's very pretty, and I wish the camera was doing justice. But of course, I always take photos of this stuff and post them on my Instagram. If you do want a better look at any of these items, I know my camera quality is not the best, and I would record these on my phone, and I don't have a lot of storage space on my phone for many different reasons. But really pretty. This is a stone I do not have in my collection, so I'm very happy to get something I don't already have. It is very rare these days I get a stone that I don't already own or I've never seen before, because I've actually been collecting stones since before I was pagan. When I was really young, my parents took us somewhere that was a mining mill in, where was it, North Carolina, I believe, or Arkansas. It was down south somewhere, and I was only 11 or 12 when I started collecting these, and I did not start my pagan journey until I was about 14. So it was a couple years before then, but I've always really, really liked collecting stones and crystals and stuff like that. I did also want to study geology at one point, but I never did. I really do love this. It is very pretty. The next item is the Spring Awakening Ritual Incense, which of course they do not list what is in here, but I will read you what it says. These wonderfully fragrant ritual incense sticks are included with this collection as a form of celebration. As the days become warmer, the fragrance of new growth surrounds your home. Allow for the smoke from the incense to flow through your open windows and doors, embracing the awakening of spring. Very nice. I do like the scent of them. And then we have the Faerie Passage mini spell candle, hand-rolled spell candle with the intention of opening doorways. Let's see. It has lavender buds, jasmine, ylang ylang, and lavender oil. I definitely think the scent of the incense did get on stuff because I could smell the incense even through the bag. So I definitely think that somehow that lemongrass smell did get onto at least the paper of this candle's bag, but I'm not mad about it. Then lastly, they have the personalized oracle reading, which again was the determination card, and I'm really happy they started doing this in their boxes. So that was everything in this month's Witches Roots box. I was very happy with this month. I think my favorite thing out of this month's box is definitely going to be the deck of cards. I'm really, really happy with those. I can't wait to start using those and incorporating them into what I do. Let me know what your favorite item in the box was. I would love to hear what you guys have to say. And as always, thank you for joining my channel or being part of my channel, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Bye!